Few better places in the country weather-wise this time of year than this one right here, Tampa, Florida, and beautiful Raymond James Stadium. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs, that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
That swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Here's Young from the shotgun. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
First down, Panthers.
Young on first down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
The drive starts with a run by White, and they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes in, he's brought down. It's a Panther sack. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
It's 3rd and 15.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. The Bucs at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down and 6 now. Looking to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Motion man is Schwartz. And they'll go on the ground. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. His second rushing touchdown of the year and third overall. And the Buccaneers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So really a nice drive there for the first points of the game.
And how about the fact that it was a run by the wide receiver that got him into the end zone, Brandon? You know, these guys, we know they're not afraid to open up the playbook, and they showed it to us right there on the first drive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And Young's throw there incomplete. Looking for Tyquan Thornton on that one. But now it's third down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Well, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Young on third down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. First down, here's White. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side and has got a man. That's Stanley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Here's White. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And we'll pause here for an injury. I believe that's a running back. Yeah, that's Rachaad White, who's shaken up. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Washington now brings this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. 3 and 5 is where as Sanders has it poked free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught by Evans. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
They'll run on first down. It's Tucker, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Looking to throw, Young. There's Trumbull, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
That throw by Young incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be.
You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 55 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now here's Young. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Young on 3rd and 2. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Going for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll run with Sanders. Well, he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get a bit closer.
Well, this had not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And a catch right side by Evans. But he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll go up the middle with White. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Opting to run again here with White. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. Tucker. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Right back to him on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Second and goal from the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Washington now brings this out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here we go. Here we go.
First down, Young. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2nd and 5. Young working out of the gun. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. Yellow. Hut, hut. Needle blue. Hut.
On 1st and 10, Young dancing to his left. And connecting here with DJ Shark. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 18 more yards there and another first down. It's Young off play action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Slant route, and he finds Thornton. Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 63 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On a handoff, it's White. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Back to throw here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. Washington now brings this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Ready?
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And Young's throw there incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
But these guys got to chomp into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. No yardage to be found.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Anthony Schwartz, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's a toss right side with White. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Rashad White from 6 yards away. And the Buccaneers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Washington now brings this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's Young on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
10 cycles. Ready?
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. Now here's Young. That's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To the air once more, Young. That's complete out right to the tight end Trimble. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Young. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Panthers 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now a throw here to his running back. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Young looks to throw on 1st down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. That's good for 28 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Young to throw it. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Bucs are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Stanley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the handoff, this is White. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, it's Tucker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 7-yard line. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ready.
Here's Young from the shotgun. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And they will take a knee here. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Buccaneers, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.